evening, ladies and gentlemen. As president of the board and currently appearing in the Mousetrap, do come and see me being bumped off. I feel honoured to be telling some of Metro's story. In a sense, having first come through the doors in the spring of 1976, I feel I am part of Metro's history. Anyone who has run up and down the spiral staircase to the dressing room as often as I have deserves some respect. I was, of course, completely unaware that all our public funding had been withdrawn, leading to a very perilous time for the theatre. Having performed in 2 plays, Waiting in the Wings and Rattle of a Simple Man, going from respectable London reporter to kind-hearted hooker in one fell swoop, I then became pregnant with my son. No, the events were not connected. And decided to take one more part before I was too large to waddle across the stage. As it happens, that was the part of Daphne, a ditzy actress who carried a small dog around on stage. You know how we actors feel about sharing the stage with animals and small children. The play was on Monday next, which was pulled out in Metro's darkest hour because it had no set and modern costumes and would be very cheap to produce. The story goes that faced with a sea of bills, which literally covered the floor of our upstairs lounge, I love microphones, then President David Reynolds proposed to the AGM that the theatre be sold to pay our mountain of debts. At which point, Johnny Duncan, now 83 and our theatre manager, leapt to his feet and put forth a proposal to save the theatre. He and an equally energetic Jerry White put together a summer stock production of the British farce, Not Now, Darling, which sold extremely well. From there, they convinced some other theatre groups, like Dunbar Musical Theatre, to contribute a show to our season, and we were gradually able to sell enough tickets to stop the boat rocking. Nevertheless, the story goes, one dark November night, the news was delivered that the bailiffs were on their way to lock the doors forever. Some resourceful person, apparently, accosted a lone drunk as he wove his way down Granville Street from the Fraser Arms, and convinced him to come in and sit down in the theatre, whereupon he promptly fell fast asleep. When the bailiffs arrived, they were told that a member of the public had already acquired a seat and was in the auditorium. So they packed their bags and left. So in the spirit of the show must go on, Metro was brought back from the brink by a small group of dedicated volunteers. Johnny Duncan, Jerry White, Rob Moser, Hazel Cameron, Jerry Amos, Eleanor Heath, Peggy Delisle, and Margaret Cullinan, to name but a few. People who gave unstintingly of their time, talent, and furniture to save our little gem of a theatre. They and our loyal body of season ticket holders have enabled us to survive as we prepare to celebrate our 50th anniversary. If you're here for the first time tonight, we urge you to make us part of your lives too. I don't think you'll regret it. I never did. Thank you.